He can't have no kids.
I don't want a man with kids. I don't want a man that comes with drama. I don't want a man with a baby mom. I don't want it attached to me. I want to date someone and have them be in love with me and me only.
I kind of feel her because my Delulu, I never wanted a man that had a sister or a living mother. Like your mom's gotta be. You got a sister? How many sisters you got? 3? Pff, nah, get on them out of here. I was dead.
Your mom's has to be.
First of all, don't judge me when I'm speaking my truth.
No, I have to. You can't. Your mom's has to be.
Yeah.
We have to. We have to. Because what you're saying is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Literally. The most craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. To want the mother deceased, unalived. What did you go through? I need to know your relationship experience. Because what gave you so much trauma for you to say that the mother has to be unalived? Like, or that he can't have sisters? Please tell me so I know. Are you insane? Are you ill? I may sound rude right now, but I don't care. I knew someone that had 7 sisters or 6 sisters. What the hell do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Hold on. Like, I can't get over it. He was like the only boy, mind you guys. Only boy with 6 sisters. I felt so bad for him because, like, that life must have been crazy. But still, why is this such a big deal? Like, ew.
Mom's has to be.
Yeah. The way some mothers are with their sons and the way that they treat their sons like they man, and that is disgusting. Bruh. Like if you got plans with me, you gonna dub me because your mother needs to go to the supermarket. So now I gotta wait for hours because you gotta go with your mother to the supermarket. Where's her man? I know we had plans, but my sister need me to. Where's your dad?
Women don't like competition.
But I'm not your competition.
Yes,
I'm your.
But the thing is, though, not every family has a father figure in it. Why are you talking like this in the first place? So, and if there's no father figure and the brother is more than capable of going and pick up whatever the sister needs, why is this a problem? Why is this a big deal? It's his sibling. Yo, some women really, like he said, don't like competition. But listen, there are mothers out there that are very overbearing and could be very involved in their child's life and try to be controlling, being like, no, don't do this. No, don't do that. No, don't do this. No, don't do that. Do it like this. Do it like that. Da, 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 da. That is very not common, but it's common. There are mothers out there that this is very uncommon, that really involve themselves as in their child's life to the point where it's like they treat the child as their husband. That child is their husband and they'll cater to them as if it's their husband. It's not common though. It's not a common thing. I feel like it's very, very rare. I feel like it's more of the men, like the child that relies on the mother that way, for the mother to cater to them as if it says their mother is like their wife, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But the other way around is very rare. There's not even a statistic on that. I think it takes a lot more than just that, to be honest with you. I think she watches way too many movies, and I think she's getting influenced by movies. That's my humble opinion. But let's finish.
Brother's girlfriend. I'm your son's girlfriend.
The way she loves him against the way that you
go see the lady.
That's all you doing right now. Is like, I don't like the fact that somebody else cares about your well-being more than me. The idea of them to judge me.
I'm not coming second to no other woman. I need to be able to call my man. I can't rely on my man because at any given day he got to do something for 6 other bitches. Yeah. Nah, I'm out of here. You lost me. Marry him.
It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that a family man is being seen so negatively. And it just shows that women are not understanding in this world. Like, ladies, be more understanding. The men are, like, a good son is going to make sure their mother is well taken care of. A good daughter is going to make sure their mother's well taken care of. A good child is going to make sure the parents are well taken care of. Why is that how is that like a make it or break it? I find this is so excessive. So I really want to know her story. I want to know if someone hurt her or if she just watched way too many movies. Because no way this is real life. I'm not even gonna apologize for what I'm saying right now. There's no way this is real life. Because what? What? I need to know if for like how is the mother calling her son for help an issue? Like, yes, the mother could call the daughter too, but she's calling her son. Every parent, every mother and father have that one child that they rely on more than the other. So whether you're a family of 6 or a family of 2 or an only child, we're going to leave you out of that one. But a family of 6, a family of 10, a family of 2, there's no way in hell that there's not one parent in that favors one child more than the other. And that they rely on them. So for you to say they can't have sisters, I mean, you're not God, so you can't control that. But are you an only child? She must be an only child, you guys. She's giving only child energy at this point. Because what in the world? I'm actually like, I'm trying to find the words, but yeah. I don't have any other words but that. Honest to God. So I decided to go look for another video to see if someone else is talking about this topic. And this is what I found. And we're going to blind react to it as we speak.
I've always had this thing where I am never going to compete with your mom. So if I'm dating a person or if I'm in a relationship with a person, there should be no competition with your mom. Your mom is in a separate category. She is priority in and of itself. However, once you have a partner, your partner also takes priority as well, right? And so if I feel like you're being a little too dependent or not as self-sufficient as I would want you to be, where you're relying on your mom to cook, to clean, to do laundry, etc., I just don't think that's a good sign, because that's foreshadowing how it can potentially carry over into our relationship. And I'm not here to be your maid. I'm here to be your equal. And so that just doesn't sit right with me. And
I don't disagree with that though. See, that's a different type of mama's boys. That's valid. If you rely on your mom to cook, clean, this, that, and the third, like all the above, and you can't do it on your own, and you don't have any self-independence, that is valid. In this next video, it's a romantic thing. Like, or damn near one. There are mothers out there that will do everything for the child and be like, do you cook? Do you clean? Do you do this? Do you do that? Da, 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 da. Like as if it's like it's their husband. And it does get very intense. It can be. But I feel like there's levels. But let's just watch this video and see and hear what this woman has to say. When it comes to the cooking and the cleaning and like you rely on your mother for like 100 different things that you're a grown ass man that you could do on yourself by yourself, I'm with you on that one. But when it comes to complain that if they have sisters and for their mother to be unalive, like that's like your make it or break it type of thing, I find that absolutely absurd. Like absurd.
I'm going to say it frankly. You don't want to be with a man who commits emotional incest with his mother. You're laughing. Producer Anisha's laughing in the background. I know it sounds harsh, but there are some mothers who have a relationship with their sons that is almost like disturbing, like bordering on almost romantic. Like an obsession with their son, as if their son is their boyfriend or their husband.
Yeah.
And I think that relationship dynamic is very unhealthy. And when men like that enter romantic relationships with women, those women suffer because the real girlfriend and the real wife in that equation is his mother. And you come secondary, right? And I think when it comes to marriage, you do not want to be with a man who dismisses that covenant and cares more about his mother's opinions and feelings over your opinion and feelings. Like, once you've created your new family, your family together, that's secondary.
Okay, so I see what she's saying in this one. So basically, she's saying that if a man is going to the mother for everything, okay, and it has nothing to do with the cooking and the cleaning, but like, mom, can I do this? Ma, can I do that? Ma, is this a good idea? Ma, I need your opinion on this. Like, she knows every little detail of your life. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. Like, I know, like, there could be mothers out there that will like get the key for the son's house, and they will just go to the son's house without letting them know that that she's on her way, or she'll just like pop up whenever she feels like, and that's not okay. That is unacceptable in my humble opinion, and that is way too far. Like, if my mom had a key for my house, it's for emergency base only. It's not for you to pop in because you feel like it. I think I would have a stroke if my mother did that. I swear to you. But when it comes to, like, your relationship is your relationship. You shouldn't be going to your mother or even your father, for that matter, for every little detail. But I don't see men doing this. That's why it's called a mama's boy and not a daddy's girl. Daddy's girls, I find are very different. And maybe we can make a video about that later. But mama's boys, I feel like, are very more intense. And when it's very intense, it could be very, like, overbearing, I think could be a word. It could be the right word for this. And when you involve your mother into your entire relationship, every little detail that goes on is it beyond toxic to me. It's so unhealthy. Your mom does not need to be involved into your marriage like that. Your mom does not need to know every little detail. You're better off going to your father than your mother, because your father could shut his mouth. There's so much different things that you could do. Your mother does not have to be so involved. And the fact that the mother is, it's going to ruin your entire marriage. The best type of marriage is when you keep a lot of things between each other, figure it out amongst each other, and that's it. Getting family involved could be the most detrimental, biggest mistake you could ever make for your marriage, in my humble opinion. So, I don't know. I'm just speaking my belief and my truth on this.
If you come into a man's life and you feel like you got to compete with his mother for his attention, his time, his priority, that is not a relationship for you. Some men are still emotionally dependent on their mothers. And those mama's boys ain't ready to be husbands, ain't ready to protect and provide for you, to prioritize you, to look after your needs, because they're too preoccupied with trying to satisfy their damn mother. The Bible talks about how a man will leave his mother and his father and stick with his wife. What I look like having my spiritual threefold core, my soulmate, competing with my mother for my attention. If this man is a mama's boy, he ain't ready to be your husband. He got to divorce himself from his mama first. Just like you can't date a married man, you cannot date a man that's married to his mother emotionally. Everything they do is to please their mother, and you're secondary. You cannot have a healthy, functional relationship with a man that's supposed to be your leader if he's still following his mother. I don't see how y'all put up with like this.
So the thing is, he's not wrong. Again, he's not wrong. Emotionally, you should never have to compete with any person in a man's family. No sister, no mother, no aunt, no nothing. However, if your mother needs you, and the mother calls her son and says, I need you to take me to the store, and she doesn't drive, and it's his job to be like, did you try calling this person and that person? Yes, I did. Da da da. Okay, I'll come and get you. If nobody else can, and she asked everybody, then that's just he being doing the right thing by his mother. That's not a bad thing. He has family values. Same thing goes for the sisters. You know, if a sister needs something, she needs help moving or whatever the case may be, that shouldn't be the end of the world. Going back to the first video, when she said that she doesn't want to deal with a man whose mother's alive, is a bit extreme for my liking. It is a bit extreme. It's actually not a bit. It's very extreme for my liking. And I think it's so excessive to the point where it's like, okay, whoa, you're going way too far. like way too far with this. And it's, I think, to the point where I think she should specify things maybe a bit better, because she's talking about it in the sense of, well, if I have to wait for your mom now, that's not cool. Mamas, there's difference. Like, for a mom to care for their child is not a bad thing. For a child to care for their mother is not a bad thing neither. So what is, if it's emotionally like relying on their mother to take care of them, that's different. She didn't mention that. She literally mentioned having to pick up their mother when their mother needs them, stuff like that, like things that like a child should do to take care of their parent. So I find that very weird for me, humbly speaking. So I don't know. I need you guys to comment down below if what I'm saying makes sense or not. I don't know. I'm really just, I'm shocked. I think men also need to put, boundaries with their parents, 1,000%. And if you don't put boundaries, then you're just going to have a hard life. 2 billion, 3 billion%. If your child comes to you for advice, then cool, involve yourself, help them out as much as you can. But I don't think you should be so overbearing to the point where you need to always, you need to give them the approval for things. That is absolutely insane to me. But comment down below, have you ever dealt with a mama's boy? I never did. I wouldn't know. But what was it like, your experience with them? Was it problematic? Was it dramatic? Was it draining? What was it like? I could just imagine how draining it could be dealing with one. Because it's like, where are your cojones? Why are you going to your mom when I'm right here? Why are you relying on your mother when I'm right here? If I'm your wife or your girlfriend, you should come to me and me only to rely on me in a lot of situations. But if I can't handle it or I can't do it, then yes, go to your mother, 2 billion%, or your sister. But with that being said, I don't agree with her with this. Like, I find she just overly dramatized that whole entire topic. I feel like the videos that I played now make a lot more sense when it comes to emotional. She mainly spoke about actions and what the actions of what a man has done and this, that, and the third. Comment down below what you guys think. Bye.